Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Webby Ketchup, and welcome to episode 15 of my Minecraft 1.21 Let's Play series. So, this episode was really weird to make because throughout it, I kept having weird troubles with OBS and audio clips not recording, and turns out that actually none of my audio recorded for this entire episode. So I will be doing this entire episode through voiceover, which is super fun. So yeah, in the last episode, we kind of decorated a little bit. If you haven't watched it already, please go check it out. But I am finally going to keep expanding this way and put a build on top of our cozy cove, which I'm super excited for because I've been waiting to expand in that direction for quite a while. Now we do need to get the materials obviously for this build, and that is actually why I went into the Nether in the last episode, because I needed some quartz. Now, I don't have a lot of quartz, so I think I'm going to be mixing in some brown mushroom and some calcite in there as well, and also maybe a little bit of white wool. So it's going to be a kind of mismatch of white blocks, but I think that's going to look really cool. Now, the real star of the show is the purple blocks that I am going to be using for the roof of this build, and I have just been so excited to use them, so it's going to be great. You can also see that I am grabbing some decorative blocks, such as literally all of the flowers that I could think of, as well as my typical leaf combinations. And I put them all into a chest where you can also see that I have cherry planks and amethyst as well, because I am going to be making a gradient very reminiscent of what I did in my last world, where it went from cherry to purple to amethyst, and I just think it's going to look so good with this build. Now, I'm going to use this time to talk about what it is exactly that I'm building. So in my last series, I built a gazebo that I used for my nether portal build, and I also replicated that build in this world to make my honeycomb farm, and I am going to be replicating it for a second time, building it a third time, because I want to make a little end treasure room. So I'm going to display the egg, I'm going to display the dragon head, and I'm also going to make a bunch of maps, which is why I'm actually headed over and farming all of my crops right now. I think at this point in my world, I had about 7 emeralds to my name, so I needed to get some emeralds quick. So I went over to my farms and started harvesting up all my crops to get some emeralds, because I have cartographers who will trade me all of the maps I need. And originally I was going to just do 6, but I ended up, I believe, needing 9 maps. So it's going to look really cool. I'm super excited for you guys to see it, but enjoy a little crop harvesting montage and also trading with villagers. So I actually only ended up buying 4 maps at first, and I've actually never done this before this video, so honestly, pretty easy though, and look how cool my world looks. Like, are you kidding me? That is absolutely gorgeous. I then went around finding the other 2 maps, one with the horse stable and then one over here getting my creeper farm, and then I realized that the build that I'm about to do wouldn't show up on this map, and that I would need to do a whole other side of maps, and then I kind of realized that I'm going to need way more than just 3 maps. I then added my maps into my chest and then went back down into my storage room to empty out the rest of my inventory, grabbed a little bit of dirt to finally start on the outline of my build. I wanted to do a really cool looking floor design, so I started with the amethyst, placing it in the middle, then realizing that I probably needed to thicken it up a little bit, so I went around the outside again, before then surrounding all of that with some purple blocks, and then also thickening those up as well. Then finally surrounding all of the rest with cherry planks. Then I replaced all of these dirt spots very poorly with quartz stairs. Since the gazebo is going to be very open, I wanted to have access from all four sides. And then by that time, it was time to start building. Now that the build is finally done, I went around and just decorated it up a little bit by adding around some lanterns as well as a lantern up at the top. And then I also went around the entire perimeter adding in all of my leaf piles. I added in my flowering azalea bushes as well as my cherry blossom leaves and my regular azalea leaves, just kind of making big piles in every corner to kind of frame out the build a little bit and just add a little more fun and greenery around the place, and I think it looks very pretty. And then once that was done, I went around again and added in all of my too tall flowers and then went back around one more time adding in all of my little flowers. Then, after the outside was all decorated, I had to decide where I was going to put my dragon egg and my dragon head. This whole video and concept is very reminiscent of my last series. With pretty much everything I'm doing, it's just elevated a step up. Like this pedestal I'm doing is very similar to the pedestal that I put the dragon egg on my last series. However, it's taller, it's bulkier, and I think I like it a lot better. It just makes it look so much more grand. Like, look how cool that looks. Come on. And then I also added the dragon head right up to the top for it to look just like that, and I think it looks beautiful. Then this is where I decided that I need 9 picture frames and 9 maps, and I went back and placed in all of my other maps before realizing that I definitely needed more. So I went to go and trade with a bunch of my villagers. I mostly traded with sticks, but I also think I went in and traded up some rotten flesh that I had lying around, and that definitely got me up to enough emeralds. I then took the top and bottom maps off because I realized that I hadn't fully filled in the corners, so I went around just briefly and ran around my entire world filling out every single one of the maps. But of course, none of that recorded, so here's me staring at you. After about 5 minutes of walking around my entire world, I probably spent another 5 minutes trying to figure out how to piece this entire map together because I had to keep flipping them around and figuring out what goes where, but in the end, I was able to completely fill it out and it looks absolutely amazing. Like, look at how cool that is. I cannot wait to keep on filling out this area. It's going to be so cool. I don't think I'm going to be able to fill out everything you see, but like, I'm really excited to continue this journey and building out this area. Speaking of building, the next thing I wanted to do was build a path connecting my creeper farm to my new gazebo, which, surprise, surprise, didn't record. But I mean, you guys have seen me make this path a bunch of times by now, so you didn't really miss much, but here it is. It's just a simple path leading up to the gazebo, which then I decided, which don't know why I decided to do this now, but I decided to update the map so that the path would show up, even though I haven't decorated the outside of it. In hindsight, don't know why I did that because I'm literally about to decorate the path like right now. However, during this little spiel where I'm pointing at things here, I was thinking about building bridges. So either one connecting from the side of my house to the new island or one near the mushrooms to the new island. I want to start expanding in that general area here, and I've been thinking about making a new set of villager mushrooms. So maybe having a bridge connecting the two villages would be cool. Maybe having it by my house. I don't know where exactly to put it, so let me know what you guys think. I'm rambling on so much when it comes to this clip. I don't remember anything that I was saying, but I do know that it was in the general vicinity of I want to build bridges. Let me know where you think I should put them because I want to start really expanding on this new world. So let me know where you think I should put a bridge. I then got started on decorating the outskirts of the path by putting in my usual fences, leaves, and flowers. So this is something that you guys have seen me do 100 times, so enjoy the quick little montage. Here is me admiring my new build from afar, and I know that it doesn't look normal next to the creeper farm because it's in a very different color palette and they don't really match, but something that I've been trying in this world and I feel like I've been pretty successful at it is not worrying about sticking to a specific color palette. As you've noticed within this world, I've used many different roof patterns and colors other than in the farming area where I did stick to kind of a similar block palette, but that's because I wanted it all to match. But you'll notice that if you look around my world, there's so many different roof colors. Like I have the moss one, I have my wizard tower, which is pink, and I have my creeper farm, which is yellow, and now this, which is purple. And I really like the fact that I'm not sticking to one specific color palette because it allows me to be more creative and not feel so stuck in one area. So I'm very happy with this build, regardless of how it looks next to everything else. So that is going to have to be it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed it. Sorry for the shorter video and the kind of awkward format today. I wish I had the audio from the videos, but unfortunately I did not. But let me know what you would like to see me do in the next episode because you know I love reading and responding to all of your comments. So I hope to see you there and I will catch up with you guys later. Bye!